Both these individuals, Kody the Dzurka is in his first fight. And Wilson the Weapon DaSilva, it's also his first fight. And he did karate throughout his life, and I asked him how he got into karate. And he said he actually got injured playing hockey, went into karate. He's been training MMA, Muay Thai for about 3 years, and about MMA for 1 year. So AJ, what's it like? You remember the first time you walked into the ring and you heard this music pumping and you had to step up these 3 steps and walk in the ring the first time? What was it like the first time compared to now?
Man, let me tell you, I remember that first time. I was strictly a jiu-jitsu guy that wanted to make sure that I got my my opponent down to the ground and submit him. I remember going in there, it was actually in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, and I went down, I got in the ring, and the first thing I did was I threw a leg kick, which I've never done, and I kicked the guy in the elbow and broke my foot.
Oh wow.
So as soon as I stepped back, I could feel my foot was hurt pretty bad. So I ended up pulling guard. I actually pulled the guy on top of me and armbarred him.
The crowd and the fan, they know what's going on. They're getting excited. We're starting to see a very, very intelligent fan, not just a fan that wants to see someone get punched in the face, but a fan that really gets into the technical aspects of fighting and that type of thing. What do you attribute that new intelligent fan to?
Man, I am so excited about this. This is one of our missions here in Saskatchewan, is to educate these people and so that they can support these kids that want to make a professional career out of mixed martial arts. And let me tell you, like I said, I can barely hear you sitting right beside me. These guys are tearing this place apart.
Yeah, we apologize to our fans watching right now, but it is a rabid, it is an insane crowd, and we're gonna do our best to try to hear each other here, but we just want you to turn it up and be entertained by this fight and understand that this has come to Regina, Saskatchewan, this has come to Saskatchewan, this has come to the prairies, and this is something that's changing the face of Saskatchewan sports.
Man,
everywhere.
we've got a lot of Winnipeg people here tonight.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
A whole section of them. Here they go.
Nice. There we go.
Squaring up.
All right. He recovered really well after that first shot that Kody gave him.
So now he's in the half guard, AJ?
He's in the... Nice roll. Nice roll. There we go. Here we go.
So really...
This is what I call a good matchup. We have back and forth grappling going on. And that... Here we go, he's defending a choke right now. He's got a guillotine with the arm in right now.
And the guillotine's choking off the carotid arteries, which he's just let go right now, so that's actually blood to the brain?
Yes, exactly.
So he's just broken that. Now who has the upper position?
Well, I believe it's Wilson DaSilva that's on top right now in the half mount.
So the half mount is when he's not full mount like we saw with Katana in the last one. And what's the benefit or the disadvantage of being in the half mount and on top? And what's the disadvantage of being on the bottom?
You know, I prefer when I'm in a fight to play the half mount position. As you could see how Wilson was starting to posture, I like to be able to do that and then transition to a submission or to a guard pass. You know, I always feel a little vulnerable when I'm full mount. I get bumped off. So I love to fight from this position that Wilson is in right now.
And what does Kody have to do in order to try to get out of this position?
Well, what he has to do, number one, is he's got to get that left underhook. And
what's an underhook?
An underhook is when you have your arm under the armpit.
Okay.
Okay. In the particular position that Kody's in, he's got his legs wrapped around the right leg of Wilson, and so his left arm has to go under the right arm of Wilson. And then what he would do is try to attempt a sweep or take the back and try to better his position from there.
And what's a sweep?
A sweep is when you go from the bottom to the top.
Bottom to top, so that's like the rolls we saw at the beginning. They were kind of sweeping each other over and over?
They were doing a lot of reversals.
So that's just
when we call say a sweep, there we go.
Is that a sweep or a reversal?
That was a sweep.
So now we have Wilson DaSilva in the full guard and Kody the Dzurka on the top.
Yeah.
Does this change you emotionally when you get swept?
It does. You know, you think you're in control on the top, and you know your opponent on the bottom gets manage to get the leverage right and get you over to your back.
So what's Kody trying to do right now when he's on the bottom here? And
Cody's trying to, like I said in the first fight, he's trying to break the posture. Now he's trying to make space so he can stand up.
There we go. Nice up kick. He's keeping him away. He wants to be able to make space to stand back up. Kody's doing a really good job. Oh, I think that might have hurt him. No?
So the up kicks are legal in this, and the up kicks trying to cause damage. Now it looks like
Kody's going after a choke again.
What choke is he trying?
He's trying another guillotine choke, but he escaped right away. Or actually, Kody let it go.
Now, sometimes you'll see competitors in the bottom. It looks like Wilson DaSilva has actually crossed his legs around the leg of Kody the Berserker Dzurka. Is that beneficial? Or?
Well, actually, yeah, it stops his opponent from moving a lot and actually passing the guard and bettering the position that he's already in.
So he's actually moved to full guard now, which is a better position. But it looks like Kody's gone back to his half guard.
Yeah.
So the technique is pretty good. I mean, for these guys both to be in their first fights.
Let me tell you, this is a great matchup. They're evenly matched, and when we do this stuff and we're matching up these kids with no experience, this is the best thing. They're evenly matched. They're gaining experience. They're in there for a number of minutes so far, getting experience.
Seems like a very, very well-matched fight. Lots of position changes, lots of sweeps, as you said, and reversals. Both seem to not want to make a mistake. Both seem to be making...
Okay, we're getting some ground and pound right now. Looks like Chris Desautel thought he was in trouble. He almost stepped in there for a minute. Kody's going to the back. Wilson standing up. Good, very good escape. Good scramble. Wilson's got him up against the ropes right now, looks like they're battling for position right now. Kody's doing good hand control. Fight. Very good.
Oh, great second effort by Kody Dzurka, and to get that second effort takedown. 30 seconds left in the first round. What do you tell your fighters in this situation?
It all depends. If they're in a good dominant position, I'm going to ask them to finish. Sprint for the last 30 minutes. Maybe we can finish it then. But if they're in a bad position, I'm going to say to them, you know what? Hang on. Break the posture. Just 30 seconds to go, and we're gonna have a minute rest, and we can regain our composure.
Who decides on these fights? Do you guys actually take a look at them, or three big punches at the end by Kody.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Do one of these fighters look fresher than the other in your mind? Or
I think Kody's ready to come back in the second round and finish him. I think Wilson's a little frustrated. I think, he was getting reversed. He was getting mounted. He was losing position quite a bit. They ended that last round off with some hard shots, and here we go.
Wow, some great punches in the front. Lefts and rights. And almost right into
there we go. Nice right hook.
Promotions. Front table. Oh! A little bit of a low blow.
We just had a low blow.
Low blow knee. And every fighter wears what we call a cup or a can.
Yes, but I'll tell you something. It protects you to a certain point. But as you can see, Wilson felt that blow. That was a hard knee to the midsection.
Now, what is the material usually of a cup? Is it usually a plastic? Is it a hard plastic? Is it metal?
I don't know. I think you might have to ask the manufacturers of that.
I heard the reason I brought that up is I heard a lot of the pro fighters now starting to move to more of a steel cup. It's a little bit wider. But
yeah, we just seen the replay there of the low blow. It wasn't an intentional blow. It happens. They were in the clinch. Wilson was actually trying to do the takedown, and Kody just timed that knee at the wrong time, actually.
Understood. And what's the rule here? How much time does he have?
He gets up to 5 minutes to recover.
And given he looked a little tired coming out, he might take the
If I was his coach, I would get him to take most of that time as he could. And as you can hear, his coach is telling him not to rush, to relax, to make sure he's fully recovered. That was a very, very smart suggestion by his corner right now. All these fighters they're fighters. They're tough guys, They take a low blow. They don't want to be the guy to be, waiting around and, delaying the fight. They usually jump back in there. Sometimes they jump back in there before they're even fully recovered. But as you can see, the coach advised him to take all the time he needed.
Yeah, I know, and it's almost, I think every man knows that feeling, and we always know you get hit, there's this moment of shock, and then you wait about 10 seconds, and then the pain really starts to set in to really evaluate how much that it hurts. But you're
We call that
exactly-
the delayed pain.
the delayed pain. And good sportsmanship by Kody there.
Here we go.
And we'll
Nice
see
front
if
kick.
Wilson moves back down to his style. Wilson actually did a lot of karate because of a rib injury that he got from hockey, and that's why he started training. But Kody just looks like a monster with big hands.
Wilson
big
is still
power.
bringing it.
Absolutely, another great round for a really even matchup.
Man,
This one will be hard
Look
to
at
score.
look at Kody. Let me tell you something, man. This kid, you know what? Just look at his face. Look at his hands.
Oh, wow, just a straight.
Very
His
composed
boxing
young
is
man
tight.
here.
His elbows are in. He has perfect boxing technique, and he's got his range down. Wilson very tough in order to take that, but Wilson doing a great job.
I'm extremely impressed with Cody. Really.
Oh, and
Okay.
another great shot by
man,
Wilson.
Wilson's not laying
This is
down.
some great boxing.
Here we go.
These guys are leaving it all out on the mat here in round 2, and they are really finding their range. They're equal fighters. They're hitting each other in the chin, and they're standing there
Wilson's
doing
coach is telling him that, Cody's getting tired. His hands are starting to drop and to go forward. I think Cody's still all there. Very strong punches.
Another shot by Kody right on the chin. I'd say 2 chin shots Kody, 1 chin shot Wilson. Great feigning and feigning.
Very good head movement.
And look how tight his hands are. He doesn't bring them down. He keeps them up. He's checking his range. So are these boxing stances or these MMA stances right now, AJ? Oh,
Man.
what a body shot.
Wow.
That hurt.
Whoa.
Unbelievable
I think
body
I
shot
just
by
felt
Kody.
that, man.
You heard it. It's taken some of the wind away from Wilson. Wilson continues to work offensively.
This has the potential to be the fight of the night.
Fantastic.
We're only on the second bout right now.
Absolutely. The second fight, so they're grappling now. What happens now once they've got their range out? Is they're trying for the Muay Thai clinch?
Here we go. This is where we got to be careful with our knees. A lot of times, you get guys that are different sizes or the same size and the knee just hits the right spot, but really they're trying to knee each other in that upper.
Yeah, is Kody slipping back on the floor? Does that cause an issue, or is it?
Sometimes the floor itself in either a cage or a ring is, it hinders sometimes a fighter.
So when he has him up against the ropes like that, what is he trying to do?
Well, he's working the clinch. He's working to use a lot of weight against his opponent, maybe trying to drain him of some energy, and he's also trying to fight for a better position here.
Oh, and he goes for the takedown, but Wilson, the weapon, DaSilva, gets side position, full side position, and now at this point, this would be a dominant position, correct?
Yes, it is. I thought that was a very bad move by Kody. Cody was winning the stand-up game. He was trying to take him down.
What's Kody trying to do with his leg chip?
Cody's trying to establish the guard block. He doesn't like the fact that Wilson has his full side control.
And what are Wilson's options here right now to finish the fight?
There's a lot of options here. Maybe Wilson could set up the arm, set up a choke, maybe force his opponent to show his back, and he can take the back, go back to the mount. There's a few options he can do.
So it become now a chess match from very much a boxing and hard-hitting MMA fight. At this point,
we're probably into our 7th minute of this entire fight. The fighters are, amateurs. They're slowing down, but let me tell you, they train like professionals. They came with great conditioning, but it happens. A lot of times at their first fights, they get the adrenaline dump, and they'll go back to their locker rooms and say, wow, I got tired. I trained really hard. But they got to remember, there's an adrenaline dump. It's a fight. There's craziness going on in there right now. They got to remember that.
Understood. And a fantastic fight by both. It's hard to imagine, don't you think, that it's their first fight, both of them?
Man, I'm going to comment on Kody. He's got great composure in there. I'm definitely going to talk to him and his coach.
Is that a sweep or a reversal?
That was a reversal. Because here we go, ground and pound. All right, Cody's going to go for it here.
He's going to go for an ankle?
I don't know what he was doing.
So at
there.
this point, Cody's got the advantage with minutes left
Kody,
in the round, maybe seconds.
Hey.
What a fantastic fight.
That was a great fight.
Great job, Kody and Wilson. No losers in that.
At the end of the second round, by unanimous decision, in the red corner, Kody Dzurka. Congratulations, Kody.
Kody Dzurka with an absolutely incredible win and a great